Hi Virgo, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning in to your February monthly reading. This will be a 6-card spread, having a look to see what cards come up for you for the month of Feb. It is a general reading and it can apply to any sort of situation happening around you in Feb. If you're not familiar with the way I do things, Virgo, I do provide an extended version to each monthly reading. So if you're interested in gaining some additional messages, you'll find the link to the extended version in the link below in the show more section. So let's have a look what's coming in, or what's coming up for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, or to the cross watchers dealing with the Virgo. Okay, Virgo, let's start off with the Queen of Wands. This is very powerful. Queen of Wands is the sign of a Leo, so there might be a Leo, an Aries, or a Gemini coming up around you in love, in friendship, and or business. Now, look, the Queen of Wands brings a very powerful spiritual energy. She's very, very motivated, and she's all about taking lead, okay? Taking lead, taking initiative in a situation, anything to do with relationships or communication as well. So it really feels like communication is your powerful asset this month in Feb. Queen of Wands is also very active. It could represent an active energy health-wise, a healthy sexual activity or sexual appetite in relationships as well. The Queen of Wands can rule physical attraction and lust, so you might find yourself lusting over someone or someone perhaps lusting over you. She does have a spiritual element as well, okay? She can be a little bit superstitious. So you might have a few very things of interest that come up, either behavior, random outbursts, random offerings, you know, just things you might come across that you may find particularly peculiar here this month in February. But look, she can represent things that are characteristics, traits that belong to the Leo. Nurturing, absolutely. Possessiveness and protectiveness. So it could even be a little bit of jealousy. And I feel like that's sort of the underlying theme of the Nine of Wands. So it could be that someone grows a little bit jealous over you, or you might be growing a little bit possessive or jealous over them, okay? There's that growing lust or lusting after something or someone, I think, coming up for you in February. But I feel like because she sits on top of the Lovers card, if you're involved in a relationship or you're meeting someone, I feel like you'll have a very powerful spiritual and physical attraction to this person here. So that's very nice to see. Now, the Nine of Wands can represent quite a capricious energy. We see him feel or look a certain way. He's alerted, he's unsettled, he's protective, okay? And he has reason to be. There might be a few boundaries or a few blocks, okay? You might notice someone who has their guard up this month. You might notice that this person has blocks or barriers. You yourself could be putting up blocks or barriers here, Virgo, too. So it can also be coming from a fire sign in general, which would be the Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius, which has come up in the cards. So, and he looks over to the Queen of Wands, okay? He's unsure about her. So you might find yourself unsure about a situation. And because the Queen of Wands can come across fairly forward and quite strong, there might be someone who's pushing you to do something or might come across very forward, perhaps in business, perhaps in relationships. Maybe this is a family member, and you might be a bit wary of what it is that they're presenting or what it is that they're proposing or bringing forward to you in a situation here. It might require that you need to think things through, okay? It's sitting above the Seven of Pentacles, a card of deep contemplation and analysis. So it might be that you need to assess and understand things before you jump into them. And look, you're heavily analytical, Virgo, so I don't think this is anything outside of the norm, anything outside of your natural tendencies anyway. So you might notice that just come up for you in Feb. So you do have the Sun card here. Anything around fertility and the children and the family home, I feel like a lot of beautiful things are occurring around that. So improvement in health, fulfillment of childhood dreams, learning something new, embarking on a new skill, entering a new romance, or something being in its early stages could be forming around you here. It is Aries energy. Aries is the initiator of the zodiac, the pioneer, the trendsetter. So you're really pioneering or trend-setting something here this month. It could be an idea. It could be implementing a new lifestyle. It could be enrolling your child or your grandchild into a certain schooling, for example. But the Sun card comes with a lot of creativity. It's also about the self here, Virgo. A lot of self-growth happening as well. Even childhood dreams, things from your childhood, memories, associations, wants, needs, these sorts of things might be resurfacing. So you might be reflecting deeply on those sorts of things this month. There's an openness, okay? She's got her legs open, the child is open. I feel like there's something that you're going to open up to. It could be opening up to a person, okay, emotionally. It could be opening up to an idea. It could be that you make someone see more clearly. You change someone else's perspective or standpoint as well. But doing things very rationally. The Sun is divine masculine energy. And I feel like it's this message here that you'll be very rational in your approach to things, applying logic. And also you had Gemini energy. Gemini is ruled by the same planet as you, being Mercury here. So I feel like that is your strong point this month in February. And you know, soulmates and divine twin flame energies coming up with the Lovers card. The universe personified by an angel here. Call it the law of attraction, God, the universe, your spirit guides. There's a higher power or someone that's pushing you to meet someone or to be connected with a person. It could be a professional connection. It could be a love relationship. But a lot of you do have, I feel for the most part, the Lovers do represent a love relationship, a marriage, a union, a proposal, a sexual connection here. But there's someone who's going to be very important. And I do feel like love will have center stage for you. And what a beautiful card to receive for the month of Feb, just in time for Valentine's Day. Hopefully a lot of you out there will have someone to spend it with and someone who means a lot to you. But the Lovers is very powerful. You always have this angel like blessing this union. It can also be seen as divine conception of Adam and Eve, so it can be linked to fertility and additions to the family, entering into an exclusive relationship, or as I said, having some sort of union that's going to be very, very important to you during this time. It could even be bumping into someone you've wanted to bump into. Superstitious energy. Remember I mentioned you might attract something. Queen of Wands is superstitious. She knows how powerful her thoughts are, and her thoughts can very much attract this meeting, this reconciliation, this communication, either them reaching out to you, you reaching out to them. I feel like communication is major for you this month, Virgo. Let's have a look at the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, something that might keep you a little bit distracted or focused. Could go either way. It can be an earth sign that might have a lot of your attention, which would be a fellow Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn. A Seven of Pentacles collects his resources, reflects on something. Maybe he's looking at how far he's come. Maybe he's collecting finances and resources. Maybe he's reflecting back on memories, nostalgia to yesteryears, yestermonths, yesterdays, etc. So I feel like there's a lot of that happening for you this month in February. You might, for some of you, I feel like you're very drawn to something because you've come very far in it, or you've made some sort of impact, or you've devoted a lot of time and energy. You've constructed something, whether it's a relationship, it's an idea, it's something you've put a lot of thought into, and not necessarily that you have to walk away from it or anything, Virgo, but there is something here that's sort of keeping you very driven and focused. Now, for the most part, there's very good things in career, I feel, because you have the 7 and the 8 of Pentacles, consecutive numbers indicating well, technically you've got the 6, 7, 8, 9, which is very powerful. Things happening consecutively, things unfolding and aligning in order. And I feel like the 8 is, again, points to a lot of attention and focus, self-improvement, home renovations, learning a new skill, increasing your skills, going back to school, learning something new, or really being committed to something. But it's all about action. Yes, it could be quite an action-packed month for you this month, but there's a lot of commitment here, a lot of dedication from your team, from yourself, from your lover, from your children. There's a lot of focus here. So you'll see it's all about action. Okay, the Pentacle cards indicate action. So you've got the communication and the thought down pat, and then you've got the action to execute whatever it is that's happening here. So a lot of good planning and setting things into motion this month, whatever it is that you want to work on or improve. 8 being a number of abundance and prosperity here. So could also be a bit of money coming to you, either spending large amounts of money or receiving amounts of money during this month of February. It is the artisan. He's known for his talents. He has a certain reputation. The stonemason, the artisan, call him what you will. He has a reputation. He has something that's attributed to him. So, and he's engraving something. So he's leaving his mark. It could be in terms of territory. It could be in terms of investment. It could be in terms of possessing something. But you're leaving your mark on something or someone, which is going to be very powerful. And I wouldn't be surprised if it is, in fact, in relation to love, because you had the beautiful soulmate twin flame card here in terms of the lovers. So this is very powerful. It's also very beautiful. I think it very much will be a month around love. It's quite lovey-dovey, okay? I feel for a lot of you. I will leave your reading at that though, Virgo, and continue with the extended. So you will find the link to the extended version below in the show more section.